Sir, I'm gonna need you to step out of the car. Sir. He's unresponsive. Grapes are so fucking good.
Hello. Hey guys, I just got off the phone with Cole Robinson, Snake Diet. I will tag him below. So anyways, I reached out to him because I don't understand what's going on with sugar fasting and the sugar diet. There's this weird thing where you can eat more calories than you could when you're having mixed macro meals, and you can maintain or even lose weight. As somebody that's like, I have to always be careful with what I say, because I want to use the phrase that, like, I always want to say, like, I feel like I almost smilled myself with all the different crash diets and calorie counting and all this stuff I've done over the years. Warning, I do not want to smell myself. And then here comes this other thing where you can just, like, have 3,000 calories and lose weight. It's crazy to me, you know? But I find myself, like, stalling at 198. Now, it's normal when you're on any kind of weight loss to have, like, a high weight and a low weight. And, like, Mark Bell even talks about that, right? Like, his 207 wasn't like a genuine, I stepped on the scale and for 3 days I was 207. It was like after a workout, dehydrated, probably a little bit of glycogen depleted from the workout, you get that lower number. And for me, that's pretty typical towards the end of the week. Between the gym, between work, you know, I get to the end of the week and it's like 198, 197. Saturday and Sunday come around, a little bit of extra sleeping in, extra fluids because I'm like home so often on the weekend. You get on the scale Monday, 203. Repeat, you know. But I want to go further. I want to go to a point where, like, right now, I fit into extra large clothing. I fit into some also large clothing. When I started losing weight, I was a 4X shirt and a 46 pant. You know? I want to be able to have an extra large shirt be baggy on me, and that as I, like, bulk up in the gym, I don't end up in a 2X again. And that's what's going to happen. Because every time I try and pump the brakes on weight loss over these 4 years that I've been losing weight, and I go, you know what? I'm done dieting, man. I'm going to bulk for a little bit, put on some muscle mass. And I want to see, you know, if I get some more muscle on me, maybe then, like, the calorie count will go up. It'll be easier to cut. I have been trying this since 2022 when I spent 16 months stalled out at 230. It is what it is. You know, the reality is you're not going to put on enough muscle mass to get your calorie count up that high without putting a ton of fat on. And it's not worth it. You know, you really do want to get lean. And that's what I want to do. I want to get lean. So I reached out to Cole to sort of help me problem shoot things. And here's the advice he gave me. He said for the next 30 days, meat's done. He really wants me to go 60 days. But today is the 7th, June 7th, July 9th, I leave for Italy. I'm not going to not eat food while I'm in Italy. Is what it is. I'm going to spend time with my family. I've, over the last 4 years, had enough family gatherings where I'm the jerk off not eating food, not eating what everyone else is eating. As part of my healing experience, that's donezo. That shit's donezo. I'm eating what my family's eating. Do I need to be insane about how much I'm eating? Do I need to clean every plate with 4 pieces of bread? There needs to be some compromise, and I'm willing, and I'm at the point in my adventure where I can make some of those compromises, but I cannot make all of them, but I can make some, and I can be reasonable, and I can be accountable. You know, I could be accountable with you guys, I could be accountable with my wife, I could be accountable with my family. I can talk and communicate that I need some support from my family during the trip. And that'll help. You know, I don't need to just like act like everything's cool and just like eat myself into 10 pounds of gain while I'm in Italy. So meat is done. I had some chicken today. I was filming me making my wraps and stuff. I would have gotten better footage if I would have known it's the last time I'd be eating some meat for, you know, what, 31, 32 days, something like that. Told me the meat's gotta go. Now, why? He gave me a bunch of great reasons. I'm not gonna try and communicate them to you. What I'm gonna tell you is something that's become very clear to me, is that the calorie count you can get away with when you are sugar fasting is not a one-for-one trade-off with the calorie count when you are traditionally dieting. I don't know what it is. Calories still matter. You can't just have unlimited sugar and unlimited fruit. It does matter, it is individual, but it doesn't translate the same. I'm telling you. I don't know what just got, my phone just popped up with a low battery signal, so I don't know what didn't get filmed or whatever, but I'm telling you, the calorie counts are not the same, and they're not transferable. Like if I get away with 4 days in a row of sugar fasting at 3,200 calories, I can't just switch over to 3,200 calories of clean eating, high protein, and it be the same. I don't know what it is. Perhaps over time that momentum can be taken into normal meals. I have seen some people with success with that. Very early on I was having success with that. Maybe it was because of the assistance of the 4-andro pro hormone I was taking. I don't know, man. But I don't need to know. I need to lose weight. So first thing he told me was meat's gotta go. I'm committed to do 30 days and then come back from Italy and hop on to another 30 days. And I'm gonna log it, stay accountable with you guys. Stay accountable with myself, you know? Because this is helping me. It's helping me. He told me not to worry about the protein. I didn't worry about the protein when I was doing extended water fasts for 6 days, right? My response to that was, yeah, well, I didn't have any muscle when I was 250 pounds. I didn't have muscle when I was 280 pounds. And for me, that's become the only thing I got going for me metabolically, is that I got some muscle. I go in the gym, I get a great pump on. And so on one hand, it's like the fear, right? The fear of losing it. Something I've worked hard for. 2, the fear in my mind of losing muscle by not consuming protein for an extended period of time. I'm sure there is some reality to it, but in weight loss there's always some muscle loss. Will it be greater with this type of dieting? I don't know, but there's always going to be some trade-offs, you know, because it's like, if I want to do a traditional diet, I know that trade-off is I'm going to need more caffeine. I'm going to need a lot less energy I'm going to have less energy. I'm going to have a worse mood. I'm not going to have all the same feelings that I get when I'm on this type of diet. You know, the greatest thing I've gotten from this whole experience is that by like being on a high carb diet, eating so much fruit, having juice, like my overall wellness, the standard of living has been raised, and I'm not going to go back, you know? So I do want to explore this, you know? Originally, my plan was going to be to take this week coming up, doing 72-hour fasts again, have a refeed Wednesday, have a refeed Saturday, and then if I didn't have progress from that, I was going to go the last 14 days of the month. I got to take this further for myself because I'm curious. I want to know what's going to happen. What's going to happen? The worst case scenario is that I don't see any benefits, but I've learned through increasing the amount of carbs I take in, that I can feel better. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it on my part of the story right there. And I'm sure a lot of you guys want to know, like, what's it like talking to him, right? Like, what's it like talking to him? What's he like? He's pretty much the exact same dude that you see on his videos. He's very cool, very chill. You know, he actually he didn't call me a fat pig at all, which was like kind of gay. You know, keep it kind. Am I allowed to say that? This video gets taken down, dude. I don't even care. Yeah, it was like, he was super nice, he was super cool, he was like really, you know, not trying to sell me or anything, but just saying like, this is what it's like, you know. He's somewhat aware of my story, he's somewhat aware of like the fact that I've already lost a bunch of weight, that I have a history of fasting, and he told me to keep like connected with you guys, and to show like what's going to happen, like other accounts are doing, when I run this for 30 days. You know, he told me because I was at a lighter starting weight and I've already lost so much weight, that there's some other things I can do, especially if I'm losing weight faster than the goal of 2 to 3 pounds a week. He told me to aim for 2 to 3 pounds a week, not more than that. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop there because I'm like I'm not good at these videos, dude. I try my best. Now, if you guys have questions that you want to know about me or about the conversation that I had with him, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I will get back with response video with those questions. I'm going to take advantage of some free time and just veg out on my phone. I got this new Thomas Aquinas book that I've been reading. It's like his selected writings. And yeah, it's like a heavy read. I really enjoy it, but it is a very heavy read. So I'm gonna take like 15 minutes on my phone, bullshitting around and looking at reels, and then I'm gonna get in a little bit of my book. And that is it. It is Saturday. I'm gonna enjoy my free time before my wife gets home, and then I think we're gonna watch a movie. And I will check back in with you guys after that.